the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. What'll happen here? They were expecting that drive-in, brushes that off and keeps going. Hits him with his free flow. Full SA Meat digs in deep to get that drive-in. That's the count. Were they baiting them into that? Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Floats him and takes a swing. Charges forward. They're in range. No! Critical art now? Off for the arrow. Good decision with that throw. Both sides. No lapse in judgment goes unpunished.
Jamie,
Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the surprise rush in. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Oh! Blocks the jump in. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Saw that low heavy coming. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Trying to figure out who will make the first move here. Knockdown. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. From up above. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Life lead opens up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. Gets the knockdown, and now Quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big throws. Knockdown, and each hit is so important here. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback.
No problem.
Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up?
Round two. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Blocks the low heavy. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Throws them to negate the block. That throw will do some good damage. Blocks going on the offensive. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a grip, charges forward. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. What's the next move? Anti-air drops him. Rushes in. Low heavy. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? A real test of nerves here. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Doesn't take the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Final round. Blocks the low kick. Barely blocks the jump in. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Change of plans. Both fighters anti-air in the clutch. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go.
Spiral arrow.
Target combo into. Roast him and takes a swing. The low. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they gonna do? Blocks the low kick. The jump in is denied. What now? The low's blocked.
Spiral arrow.
Next with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is the super art do anything? Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Okay, here we go. The drive impact doesn't work. We just saw the heist of the century. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Maintains composure and pushes out at the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Overdrive arts give moves a big power boost at the cost of using some of the drive gauge, so meter management is vital. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Holds out with the block. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Oh, easy tech. From up above. Grabs him, takes a trip. Denies the low heavy, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Does a good job of pushing back. Genius read. The low doesn't connect. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. What's the next move? Anti-air drops him. Less than 20 seconds remaining. No time to waste. In there. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Shows the medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Hits them with his free flow. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Meter management is going to be a huge factor right now. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. They are absolutely wailing on each other in the middle of the stage. Plenty of time left for some drama. Still lots of time left in this fight. Midway through the round, expect to see our fighters settle into their grooves. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Genius read. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Oh my, the throw tech! Crowns them from above! Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback. He sets up with the jump in! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? About 20 seconds left. Player 1 can't let this huge chance after that wall splash. Wraps it up with a throw! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Ooh, what a smart throw! Both fighters planning something? Looking for a chance. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Expect to see some fence low heavy, but no go. Plenty of health, full gauges, pumps the brakes on the impact. Punish counter sets the table. What's next? All the throw connects. Rushes in. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Both top. Ooh, what a smart flow. A single hit will do it. Noticeable life lead. Excellent read. Anticipated that throw. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is no lapse in judgment goes unpunished. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Here's to a fair fight.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Throws air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 2 has the life lead. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Throws them. What's next? Taking stock. The jump-in is denied. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. What'll happen here? Neither fighter can land a deciding hit. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Opts for the free flow kicks to get it. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Smart play with the throw. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. 3-volt? Player pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, here we knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Noticeable life lead. Big time whip. The counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Start things off with a jump low heavy. Going on the offensive? Player 2 with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be open. The throw is denied. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Player 2 is in a very good spot. Barely blocks the jump in. Drops him hard. Throws him. Both sides getting ready. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Change of plans. Free throw strikes. Player 2 can't let this simmer. It's in with the luminous. Blocks the low kick. Oh, the throw connects. Gets the side flip. Baits out the low kick. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Loss of distance. Uses the teleport. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Rushes in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Big counter. Heats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Throwing some shade. Grabs and throws them away. Going in. Hold your breath. Amnesia! In there! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. A little too greedy there. Goes for the surprise rush in. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Sticks the combo. Oh, talk about overextending. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps up. Amnesia. Player 1 has a slight life. Time to sit on the lead. 3-ball. Both fighters planning something? Jumps in. There's a change of side. Hits him with his free flow. Player 2 will look to hit him with a stopping block. Uses the target combo as a filler. One chance here may end. That's gonna leave him rattled. KO! Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
A new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The top player is here.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Goes for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Puts one in the pocket. What's the play here? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. All right. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Grabs them. Taking stock. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Takes a trip. Gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out, looking for a chance. They trade. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. They were expecting that. They're going for the super arc. Spin drive smasher assault. What's coming next? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Going in? Player 2, that back row was huge. Uses the target combo as a filler. A quick breather. Opts for the arrow. Noticeable life lead as it chases him down. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Misses the drive, it's down to the wire. Beautiful setup with an attack. Sticks the combo from up above. Player 2 creates a KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jump! Hits them with a stopping bomb. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to keep big damage. Both fighters planning something? Pokes with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Super arc on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Hit them with a stopping bomb. Goes with a safe, uses the gauge for a super arc. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Opts to spend the meter on the super. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 is a super arc to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Player 1 flipping the spring which curls them from above. Instantly hits them with a drive impact. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Charges in with authority. Puts one in the pocket. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? That barely connected, but it still counts. All right. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Coming through. Absorbs the attack. Were they baiting them into that? Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances.
Prepare yourself.
And the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Does a good job of pushing back. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings, goes for the low-risk air-to-air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Opts for the free-flow kicks to get a drink in. Medium kick hits. Luminous dive kick to throw him off. Brushes that off and keeps going. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Going in? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Oh, got too eager. Barely blocks the jump-in. So, what's next? Charges forward. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Their spacing is... Oh, yo! Ross, super here! They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Going on the offensive? Did well to get the buff in there. The low heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Low heavy, what's the play here? That throw to get the side switch. A dizzying side switch in the corner. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, what's coming up next? Okay, they trade hits. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Long low attack hits. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Plenty of space between charges forward. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start the offensive by charging forward. Big counter. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Left hand slap. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Knockdown and... jumps in. Here comes the corner pressure. Big time whip. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Feeling a real buzz. Are we gonna see a comeback here? In with the Luminous. In attack range, flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Start. This can lead to some big damage. This is gonna hurt. Underhand. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Crowns him from above. Both all the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Sets up with the jump in. What now? Block super hard incoming. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. What are they gonna do? In with the Luminous. Just go for it. No lapse in judgment goes unpunished.
Honda wins!
Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The low heavy is denied. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Puts one in the pocket. Grabs them. Closes the gap for the grab. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Takes a trip. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Solid throw tech. You can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Charges forward. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Luminous dive kick is KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Sumo Spirit. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Gets carried to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Checks with a medium kick. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Underhand slap. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. That's not gonna hit. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Yo, cut that boy off. He's had too much. Knockdown and noticeable life lead. Is it tough to put it? Super art do anything? The super doesn't hit. Underhand. Pokes with a kick. That's nothing but air. Who's gonna take it? Amazing. The drive impact doesn't just closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
A new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
I'm ready.
Hope you're not a sore loser.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Counter hit throw there. Puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 with the life lead. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Hits them with a stop and pop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge threat. That's not gonna hit. Uses the target combo as a filler. Opts for the free flow kick. Tomahawk plus.
No.
Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Hanging on for... Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Closing moments of the match. One hit... Oh, yo! Rock Super Flatline Zone! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes off the impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 2 chases them down. Throws them. What's next? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Life lead opens up. Rolls in. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Steps back to start things off. The next round, will this super art connect? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Tomahawk plus. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 is in a pretty charges forward. Swoops in with the dive. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Now they can use drive. Barely blocks the... Oh, yo! Rock Super hit! Goes end-to-end with the Breezing Hawk. Nice damage. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? They gotta dig down deep here. They got us just what they were after. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Feeling out the spacing. Trips them up. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Bops them with a target combo. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Knockdown. And it's a thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jump.
No.
Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. No escape from the throw. Gotta be careful. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Brushes that off and keeps going. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge threat. Goes end to end with a freezing hawk. Nice damage. Tomahawk plus. Will this super art do anything? Freezing hawk. Player 2, what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Back at the start. They're not taking any chance. Nothing stops this train. All in with a rush. This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. My girl's flying. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Fire. Ooh, what a smart throw. Gets the corner switch. It might be some time for payback. What are they gonna do? Jump! Change of plans! Rushes in! Player 2! Nothing stops this train! A real test of nerve here! And whiffs! They're wide open! They're in range! We gonna see a jump in? A dash? The drive impact doesn't work! I called it! I called it! Off for the freezing hawk! No! It's enough! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show! That match had it all! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Trips them up. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there. Who's it gonna be? Throws him. What's next? Taking stock. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Uses the parry. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers can turn this around in their favor. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The pressure is so intense here. Gets some. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Ruinous kick. Player 2 charges forward. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They're going for the super art. Goes end-to-end with a freezing hawk. Nice damage. Now, can they finish the job? Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Going on the offensive? The super doesn't hit. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Just go for it. Just go in there. And stop it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Had the radar up and running. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the play here? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The throw connects for counter hit damage. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? All right, what's coming up? Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter offensive. Goes in on the impact for nothing. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Both fighters are barely alive. Luminous dive kick to throw him off. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Hits him with a stop and bop. Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Out of range. Relatively safe. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Watching each other carefully. Going on the offensive? And oh my god, they just choked it up! They decide to take a breather to regroup. Boots them and takes a swing! A super art? That's not gonna hit. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Burns the gauge to turn up the heat. This is gonna be bad news. Both sides getting ready. Burns out. No! Clean up the line now. Up for the freezing hop. Players got amazing, never say die attitude got them the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. All the throw connects. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Dangerous range here. Here, oh, yo! Rock super hit! What a forward throw! Laying the pressure on Fizz. Nothing stops this train. Target combo into... What now? Fire coming through. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Drive and back misses. And whip. They're wide open. I can move big time whip. Scrambling here to pump the brakes on the impact. Tons of space between the fighters now. Oh my god, Rock Super! It is over! Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show, that match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets them with the anti-air. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Well-timed corner switch. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Knockdown. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance to gain through the super art connect. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't tomahawk bust. So little KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses the target combo as a filler. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. A quick breather. Oh, says no to the impact. Charges forward. Very solid Tomahawk Buster. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Gotta do better than that, hey? Oh. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jump and whip! They're wide open! The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Connects with the throw! Oh, here we go! Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art! Okay, here we go! Rock super art incoming! What were they thinking? Boots them and takes a swing! Amazing! Nothing stops this train! Hooks them! This is going to deal some big damage! What are they gonna do? Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack! Gotta do better than that! And whip! They're wide open! What now? Will this super art do anything? Sets up with the jump in. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Raw super art incoming. Up for the freezing hop. Goes all out with the super art. Are you kidding me? Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Here we go.
This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. There's enough life to get away with the mistake. Did well to get the buff in there. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Down to the wire. A little too greedy there. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Knockdown. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Snipes him out the air. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Mexican Typhoon! Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Hit them with a stop and bop. The Raging Typhoon connects. Round and round they go. They're in for one rough landing. Time to reassess the situation. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Charges forward. They must have a game plan here with a critical tomahawk punch.
No.
Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Oh, the throw connects. Can they create enough? Rushes in. Pumps the brakes on the flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chance. Excellent block. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Hooks them. This is going to deal some big damage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They exchange blows. Totsugeki to the face. Throws them. Both sides. Nothing stops this train. Oh, yo! Rock super hit. What were they thinking? Ooh, what a smart blow. Looking for a hole. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Impact squashed. Target combo into. Okay, here we go. Cross that off. Hooks them. This is going to deal some big damage. Drive impact misses. They're in range. I called it. I called it. Excellent read. Isn't even a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time for a drink. Combo with the target combo. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Here we go.
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Trips them up. The battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Impacts a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. The drive impact whips. Are they ready? Will this super art connect? They were anticipating that super art. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Get some! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Player 2 has the meter lead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Brushes that off and keeps going. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a tomahawk bust. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Now that's how you use an impact. Ooh, there's a side flip. Gotta do better than that. A super art? Really says welcome to the club. Going in? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins. This hits them with a stopping pop. Turning them inside out and throwing them into the spin cycle. Oh my god, they just choked it up.
This is our destiny.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it.
Gets got.
What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Charges in with authority. Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Billy's neutral game is now even more dangerous. Reads them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. That drive impact doesn't get through. Uses the target combo as a filler. A quick breather. Looking for a chance. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Confirm on the impact. Now to counter, digs in deep to get that drive in. Knockdown and goes with a stage stuff with that target combo. What'll happen here? Player 2 is dominating a super art?
Come on. It's time
Oh,
to
no
train.
question whether this super art is going to kill her. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.